gonna need to start off a cup of oil. You can use whatever oil you like. I am using a sunflower oil. You can use olive oil. In fact, in the recipe, I've got olive oil written down because I know that's what a lot of people prefer. A half a cup of apple cider vinegar, but if you don't have apple cider vinegar, you can use red wine or white wine vinegar. It's up to you. A half a cup of honey. I have about 1 large or 2 small cloves of minced garlic. I have approximately 1/4 cup, there's a little less here, of chipotle in adobo. I keep this in my pantry, and then if I have an open can, I have a little container that I keep in my fridge all the time. This lasts a very, very long time. So if you take a can out, mince it all up, just put it in your fridge, it'll be there whenever you need it. This is the perfect flavorizer here. It's gonna add nice smoky goodness and a little bit of heat, but not too much. I have a very small sweet onion that I have minced, so about 1/4 cup of that. And we're gonna use one of our cilantro ice cubes that we made in an earlier video. If you missed that, I'll leave a link for you down below and in an iCard on the screen. And we're gonna add some spices and seasonings. So I have a teaspoon each of salt, pepper, and dried oregano, as well as a teaspoon each of onion powder, garlic powder, and cumin. And to thin things out and make things mix up well together, we have 1/4 cup of water. So that's the first thing I'm gonna put in. I'm gonna use my blender today, and we're gonna go ahead and add all of the good. We're basically gonna add everything except our oil. Now I'm using my regular blender. So I'm gonna put the lid on this. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and put this, I like to start it low and then put it on a higher speed just to get it going before we start to emulsify the oil. So we're gonna get this going and blend it up well. So now what we're gonna do is, once everything is well incorporated, we are going to put this on low. Do not start it on high because you will be in for a very unpleasant surprise. And just to be safe, if your blender has this removable top, make sure it's in at the time. Then we are going to take it out and we're going to drizzle in the oil very slowly until everything is well emulsified. And now you can see how beautiful and emulsified it is. It's nice and creamy, and it's gonna cling to the spatula just like that. It's beautiful. Now we're gonna decant this into a mason jar, and we're gonna show you what it looks like. So here's our dressing. It's beautiful. You can see the consistency. It's just thick enough to cling to the spoon there. And we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna drizzle some on. I just have a little bit of lettuce and tomato salad here because I just wanna demonstrate how beautiful this looks. And I can attest, this is delicious. It's just enough sweet and spicy. All right, let's get you a taste. A little bit of lettuce, a little piece of tomato. They're well dressed. Tell me what you think about that.
I could drink that whole jar.
So that's how you make chipotle vinaigrette and marinade. I hope you give this a try sometime soon, and I hope you love it. We're gonna be making a creamy cucumber salad dressing, and this is perfect for any summer salad. Again, an option that is not ranch. This is super fresh, it's delicious. The dressing. If you're gonna make a creamy cucumber dressing, you gotta have cucumbers. So what I have here is 3 Persian cucumbers. Now, the Persian cucumbers are the smaller ones. They're very tender, they have very few seeds, and you can also substitute out about 1/2 of an English cucumber. Just cut the ends off and then you can use about half. You can see I have about 1.5 cups here of those. I used 3 Persian cucumbers. I've got a cup of Greek yogurt. That's just plain Greek yogurt. I also have a cup of buttermilk. Now you can use non-fat, you can use full fat. Today I'm using full fat. This recipe is keto and low carb friendly, so if you are on that train, feel free to indulge. I have about a cup of diced onion. This is half of a medium-sized sweet onion. And then I have about 1/4 cup of fresh dill that I roughly chopped, 1/4 cup of fresh chives that I chopped, a tablespoon of minced garlic. So this is going to be about 2 cloves of garlic if you're mincing your own, and a half a teaspoon of black pepper and a teaspoon of kosher salt. You can adjust that to your preference, and that's how we're going to get started. So I'm just going to go ahead and add all of these ingredients into the vessel of my shake blender. So there goes the Greek yogurt, our buttermilk, and then we're just going to add in everything else. Our onion, our cucumber. Oh, I forgot too. There's a 1/4 cup of lemon juice in here as well. Just go ahead and screw on your blade, and then we'll pop it on the machine and we'll let it do its magic.
You do this in a regular blender?
You can do this in a regular blender if that's what you have. Feel free. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and give it a taste. And if I find that it's too acidic, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of agave nectar. So, and I did not overblend this. I just blended it just enough. So let me grab a spoon. It's really pretty too. It's almost like, looks like a green goddess almost. That's perfect for me. Mm-hmm. I really like that.
Could even be a little tangier.
You think? Mm-hmm. I like more lemon juice. Mm-hmm. If you want to add more lemon juice, or even if you want to add a splash of white wine vinegar in here, go for it. I think I'm going to leave it right where it is. So I'm going to go ahead and build a little salad for you guys, and we'll drizzle this over, and I'll be right back and I'll show you what it looks like. Well, there you have it. Our creamy cucumber dressing is all ready to go. I made a little side salad, probably going to eat it for lunch today. It just has some romaine lettuce, a little shaved carrot, some grape tomatoes, and some cucumbers, because you gotta have cucumbers in your salad, even if it's in your dressing. So I went ahead and I dressed it a little bit, but you can see how beautiful this is. It's not too thick. It's like some dressings I think are really, really thick. And some dressings I like that way, like Thousand Island dressing, I like fairly thick. But this is easy to drizzle, and it's gonna be delicious. It's full of goodness, so much flavor and freshness with all that dill and chive and onion, and I can't wait to taste it. So, you wanna taste this, babe?
Okay.
Okay, here you go.
It's nice and refreshing.
Mm-hmm. If you wanted to mix this up without the buttermilk and just use 2 cups of plain yogurt, or a cup of plain yogurt and a cup of sour cream, you would have a delicious dip that you could use to dip vegetables in, or you could put it on top of a piece of steamed or grilled salmon, and it would be the most perfect accompaniment for that. This would go great on top of grilled fish or grilled chicken if you made the thicker version. I'll leave notes for how you can adjust it for a thicker version for a sauce or a dip as opposed to a dressing in the recipe that I leave on my website, and there'll be a link down below the video where you can access that. That is how you make creamy cucumber dressing. I hope you give this creamy cucumber dressing a try sometime soon, and I hope you love it. And until next time, I'll see ya.